this is kind of a comparison video. I did notice on the 1080p's that the Mini 2 was slightly better than the Neo. So whether the 4K is going to be any different or not, I think it probably will, but I do like the 4K. I uploaded a video yesterday and I thought that was absolutely spot on. The difference between 4K and 1080p is enough for me to say ditch 1080p, let's go with the 4K. First up is the DJI Neo, shooting at 4K 30 frames per second. We'll take her off. Away she goes. And then we're going to get filming. Oops. Here we go. Right, filming then. Let's take her in there. Have a little fly around, maybe for 10 or 15 minutes or so, just to see the wonderments of this lovely little wood, what it has to offer. Anyway, Randall's out there somewhere. So Randall is coming your way, sir. So keep an eye out for it. Randall's my spotter, by the way. Wherever he go, I go. Whether I go, he go, pretty much. Especially when flying drones. Obviously, I need to keep this in visual line of sight. That is a requirement. And we got to obey the rules and the regulations. Although some of it seems a bit bizarre, I must say, but that's just how it is, I suppose. That's the CAA, Civil Aviation Authority for you. Anyway, keep your eyes out, guys. Stick on the big screen. If you see something, we might see something in this lovely little wood, in the way of deer or whatever else, really. Just gonna have it low and slow, just to go for the little nooks and the little crannies, to see what we can see. So we're just going to give this a run at 4K 30 frames per second, just to see what the quality of the footage is like compared to the Mini 2 on 4K at 30 as well. I think 1080p, for me, I think the upgrade to 4K is going to be worthwhile. There's a big difference. I think people are noticing that. Well, I've noticed it myself, and I'm quite critical of my video making. But I think 4K for me is probably the way to go from now on, I think. Just that my PC struggles with it, and it's really quite frustrating at times when you want to kind of edit your video. Right, flying back into the sun now. Coming back to the home point. Oops, here we go. This could be a bit of a challenge. I think it did quite well there. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Hubsan, the Zeno, at 1080p at 60 frames per second was better than the Mini 2. That was a good drone. Unfortunately, I left that one in the Atlantic Ocean back in Madeira, and it's still there probably today. It'll be there forever, I think. Anyway, there we go. That's just one of the risks you take when you're flying your drones out to sea. To be honest, it was a good drone, that Hubsan Zeno. I did like it. it just had a few little problems, as all drones kind of have really. Right, going through some wire wool here, guys, so I've got to take it a little bit gingerly. Cannot go belting through, so I don't really want to go in there and go and grab it. I'd much rather spend my time flying than looking for my drone. Although saying that, Randall, my good watcher friend Randall, is in the wood, following it around avidly, like a rabid wolf probably. Anyway, so we'll bring this one back in a moment. Just seeing the wonderments of this wood. Okay. Right, okay, I'm kind of losing contact in a sense, getting a bit glitchy, so I'm going to okay, I'm going to take it back, or try to take it back. Right, it's not acting as I'd like it to act, so I've got to be a bit careful here, guys. Okay, there's a gap there, let's go for that gap, shall we, and try to get it back towards the home point, which I think is over this way somewhere. Oh, hello, hit something then. Surprise, surprise. It's a good thing about this, if you do happen to clip something, it will stay airborne pretty much. I think with the Mini 2, I think that would have been a bit troublesome, let's say. Okay. Okay, so we're shooting at 4K 30 frames per second. All the settings are exactly the same, and I mean exactly the same as they were on the DJI Neo. So we're going to fly into the cotton, I'll say the cotton wool, in the danger zone, let's say, in the wire wool area of this lovely wood. Get filming. There we go then, guys. Right, DJI Mini 2, shooting at 4K, 30 frames per second. No prop guards on this, by the way, so I've really got to be on my flying metal, let's say. We're just going to see how we get on with this. I'm not sure whether you can see the difference straight away between the Mini 2 and the Neo. I won't know that until I get home. But I just like to take it into places where drones don't normally go. I'm sure they're not designed for this purpose, but I just go, what the heck? I'm going to do it anyway. I like a challenge. Every drone operator, every drone flyer needs a Randall, okay? You need someone to spot for you. And that's what Randall does. He spots for me. Good old Randall. So we all need a Randall, okay? Oh, hit something then, hit something then. Clip, clip, clip. A bit of hedge cutting going on. There we go. Still intact, still upright, still flying in an upright state, let's say. Right, we're just going to take it down here. Right, we're starting to lose connection, which I'm a bit surprised at really, because I think the connection is better. I thought it was better on this than it was the Neo mine, but what do I know, eh? What do I know? This is proving me wrong. Okay, let's head on this way, shall we? But what a lovely place, guys, eh? I mean, what a beautiful place this is. I really do like getting out into open spaces like this. It really does focus the mind, it concentrates the mind. Okay. One thing I must say, okay, all this visual line of sight thing, okay, when you've got the drone following you, you're obviously looking forward. You haven't got visual line of sight. And Randall isn't always there to see it when I'm kind of doing my walkie sort of a thing and it's following me. Does that count as being illegal? I mean, I don't know. It might be, it might do. Oh, someone's coming. Right, we're just going to thread it through this gap here, take it back to myself. I think that might be it. For now anyway. Got to get out of here first. I do often wonder what's kind of deep in the wood and deep in the forest. I mean, nobody kind of goes to places like that unless you've lost your drone or something. Me, for instance. But I don't see a problem with me flying my drone, even if it goes out of my visual line of sight, flying it perhaps in a place like that. Because if you're in a place like that, you're probably up to no good or something. I mean, I don't know, but I don't see anyone sort of walking around in places like that. Deer, foxes, badgers, greater or lesser spotted British yetis, perhaps, dinosaurs, whatever else, you know, could be in places like that. And I find the great way to go and explore is not necessarily on my 2 feet, but with a drone. And this is, to me, where the Neo really does come into its own. It's a great drone for doing stuff like that. It's small, it's nimble, you know, the connection's pretty damn good, and it's got prop guards. So it's a great drone for that. And I'm kind of thinking right now, I do want to go and fly in there, actually. Oh, what the heck, let's go and have a flight, shall we? Come on, little chappy, up you go. Show us what you got. Filming, and in you go. Right then, I just couldn't resist it, chaps. I had to get myself in there and go for a flight with the DJI Neo once again. Shoot a 4K at 30 frames per second, and we're just going to see what we can see in this lovely piece of Jurassic Park. Just going to fly through the gaps, guys, okay? You never quite know what you might see. You might see something interesting, you might not. There's only one way to find out. Get yourself in there and go and have a flight. Be brave. Take your drone where no drone has ever flown before. I'm going to go to the final frontier of drone flying. Okay. So there's little butchers around. Little butchers. You never know. You never know what you might see. You might see some deer. You might see some wildebeest or something. You might see a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You might see a Triceratops. You might see nothing. You might see just some lovely trees and beautiful landscapes. Testing your drone flying capability. Ooh, hello. Ooh, easy tiger. There we go. It was a nice little flight, wasn't it? Not too stressful. Kind of enjoyed that. Let's go up this way, shall we? Try and dive back in again. I think I'm just on the pathway here. Let's just try and find a route back into the into the wilderness. Into the wilderness you go, my boy. Go and find me some wonderments of nature. Come on, they're in there somewhere. Just got to find a gap first. Oh, there's a little gap there. Can I just maneuver my drone through that little gap? Doesn't like it. Okay, but I think we got away with it. Okay, here we go then, yeah. Right then, back in here then, shall we? Just gonna see what we can see. Let's go into the dark places. Ooh. A little sneaky, snidey little look down here and see if there's anything interesting down here. Might see a courting couple. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? They'd have the shock of their lives, wouldn't they? Get up to the misdemeanors on YouTube, X-rated and all that. Anyway, well, this is flying by the seat of your pants, guys. No prop guards on this, by the way. Sorry, what am I about? There are prop guards on it, thankfully. But no obstacle avoidance, that's what I meant to say. Who needs obstacle avoidance, eh, when you're flying as well as I do? Crash. Okay, so I think that's probably it for today. I think I've had my fun in the woods. I don't think I spotted anything. If you did, comment down below and obviously leave a timestamp to where you saw it, so I can go back and look for myself. So I think I've come to the end of the video. I've had an absolute blast out in this wood. It's such a lovely place to come, just to get out here, you know, to forget about work and life for a while. I think there was a song like that, wasn't there? I think it was Billy Joel and Piano Man. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so that's what I do to keep myself relatively sane and on this side of the turf anyway. So there we go, guys. I just want to say thanks for watching. It's been an absolute blast out here in places like that, and a good old DJI Neo once again came through it with flying colours. I never doubted it for a moment. And when you've got a bit of drone flying skill and a great drone as well, going into places like that really, to me, absolutely ticks the box. There we go, guys. So my next videos are probably going to be in a week or two's time. I've got to go home. I've got to do some packing because I haven't even packed a pair of pants away in my luggage yet, because tomorrow we go to Turkey. I'll be taking my drones with me, or drone. Not sure which one to take at the moment, whether to take the little chap here or my Mini 2. I'm not sure. I might just take both of them actually, and what the hell. So no videos probably now for a week or two. So I hope to take my cameras and go to some interesting places and make some movies, make some videos. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. And as always, bye for now.